Hey, how's it going, everybody out there on YouTube? I haven't done a YouTube video in a while. Don't have much content since I lost all the files. So what I'm going to do this week, I'm probably going to do a lot more of these videos, is just show a match from somebody in the dojo. This week we're going to go over Titus Alexander, the Future Franchise. This match took place at West Coast Pro Wrestling, May 13th, 2022. He wrestled a gentleman by the name of Will Osprey. This match was brought to you by West Coast Pro Wrestling. And I will link all their information to the above. West Coast Pro Wrestling is pretty much Titus's home fed. They've done a lot for him. We really appreciate everything they've done and everything they continue to do for him in the dojo. A lot of my friends are there. A lot of my buddies are working there. So I want to give a special shout out to all of them. And like I said, I'll try to link all that information on the bottom. Catch them on IWTV and also on all their social media. This was a big match for Titus, as you can all imagine. Will Osprey is a huge star in the industry, one of the best workers out there. It was a big show going up to it. Fans at this point, Titus was a heel, but they love him to death. And then when you're working with Will Osprey, you know, it's hard to cheer for that guy. So anyways, man, I'm going to bring this match to you and let me know what you think.
Introducing first, from West Sacramento, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is the Future Franchise, Titus Alexander!
You hear the reception for Titus Alexander in the stateroom. These fans know exactly how hard Titus has worked. Don't always have to agree with his methods, but he has earned this spot here to take on Will Osprey.
And his opponent.
The fans responding in kind. I never thought I'd hear that kind of reception for the Future Franchise after what he's done, but dare I say he's earned it?
Yeah, he has delivered in every single opportunity, win or lose. Tonight, though, I would say without argument, this is the biggest match, the biggest chance of Titus Alexander's career.
Atmosphere is electric as, again, wow, the no decorum, no respect from Will Osprey. Commonwealth Kingpin, like I said, not making any friends, and we await this thing to be officially underway.
And again, speaking to just the growth of Titus Alexander.
There's the bell.
Yeah, he was not backing down at all, not intimidated at all.
Shot out of a cannon. Will Osprey, Titus Alexander showing I can hang in the early going. Will Osprey.
Big chant for Titus Alexander here in the stateroom.
In the stateroom, the West Coast flock
again,
firmly backing Titus.
This is not Bizarro World.
Oh! That knife edge shot just slicing the chest of Titus Alexander. Just look at the speed. Keep your eye on the skies with both these. What a rana from Titus. Will Osprey to the outside. Titus gonna fall it up. Diving to the outside. Or the early going here. Spilling into the seats in the stateroom. How fired up is Titus Alexander?
Alexander not laying off, not giving up, not backing down as he takes on arguably the absolute best in the world in Will Osprey.
And he has arguably the best in the world. Will Osprey sprawled out in a bad way here in the stateroom. Titus Alexander now into the cover. Maybe the biggest win arguably of his career came last month at Game Related over Speedball Mike Bailey. Could you imagine if he followed that up with a win here tonight over Will Osprey?
Well, Speedball constantly in conversation if we talk about best in the world. And like you said, Titus Alexander beat him right here.
And it is all Future Franchise right now. Wow. As soon as I say that, Will Osprey able to escape out the back door, but Titus offering a counter, and another chop scores. Nearly sent Titus over the top rope to the outside. Fortunately for Titus, able to keep his balance, and he's going to take a breather. Now it is Osprey's turn to launch himself. A little elevation sensation from Will Osprey. Wow.
And again, Osprey not here to make any friends. From what I understand, he has to hop on a red eye tonight to make his way. He's got a New Japan show tomorrow across the country.
Speaking of across the country, Will Osprey just launched Titus across the stateroom, all through those steps, and not making any friends.
Yeah, but with that in mind, I think Osprey kind of assumed that he would, make short work of Titus Alexander and hop on the plane. I think he flies first class, have a little nap. And that's not what's happening here, because although Osprey's in control, this has not been an easy fight at all so far.
Yeah, I mean, look past Titus Alexander at your own peril, and the wins that Titus has been able to stack up, the quality of opponents that Titus has gone toe-to-toe with over this past year is so impressive. Talk about the likes of Blake Christian, TJP, Kenny King, Alex Shelley. And again, the aforementioned speedball Mike Bailey, which Titus was able to eke out a victory.
Oh, those chops.
Those chops of Will Osprey, and look at it, he's just taking a bite, having a little snack at Titus's expense. And Titus came out fast, but Will Osprey has been able to answer right back and is now firmly in control. Scores with that elbow into the cover. Titus able to get the shoulder up.
And again, this is the pace that as of late Will Osprey prefers to keep in his matches. Very calculating, very deliberate, brutal strikes just wearing down his opponent. He's evolved and changed a lot over the past few years as a wrestler. Become more and more dominant now in the heavyweight division.
More well-rounded, versatile. Can work a lot of different ways. Find a lot of different manners for success. You heard that "Let's go Titus" chant here in the stateroom. Titus offering a chop, and then that just fist connecting with the jaw of Alexander, sending him into the corner. Like you said, Osprey has grinded this match to the pace that he wants. From 0 to 60, but not quick enough. Titus had it scouted, but Osprey
swiped out of the air.
Just a little too fast, and now mugging for the crowd, feeling himself is Will Osprey.
Whoa!
Titus looking to counter him, plants him with a DDT! Spinning through the air, Titus Alexander found the counter that he needed. He can sense it. If he can get back into this matchup.
Yeah, this is the first opening that Alexander's had in quite a while. But as you said, James, it's a matter of capitalizing on that opening. Alexander pulling himself to his feet.
Able to connect with a pair of clotheslines to do exactly that, trying to capitalize. But Will Osprey still just too much left, too savvy. But once again, Titus has a rejoinder. And look at that. Osprey now had the counter. But Titus Alexander planning a backbreaker. Full force into the cover. Hand coming down. No, 2 count only. You see a lot of the starch now taken out of Osprey. That was a hellacious backbreaker from Titus Alexander.
And now it's Alexander on his feet, pulling Osprey back up, and Osprey fighting.
Both in a lot of pain. Looked like Alexander maybe was Maybe he was thinking sweet time driver. A little.
Whoa.
And there you did. It's just absolutely sick. What a cutter from Titus. Cover him. Both legs hooked. He can 3. No.
Titus Alexander, all of his body weight on top of Osprey, trying to keep him down. And there was that split second where it seemed like Titus was just shocked that he managed to hit that handspring cutter. Maybe it was that second that was a little too late to make the cover, but now Alexander, like you said, maybe. Here, he's got a plan.
Titus Alexander hanging right in there with the aerial assassin, was a beat away from victory after that cutter, like you said. Oh, man, as soon as I say that, just a flying forearm from Will Osprey. As perfect as it gets, flattens Alexander. Osprey still down as well. Both competitors down. Sparky Ballard checking on it. Osprey taking his time. Just as soon as Alexander looking like he was stacking things together, Osprey able to come out with another big maneuver, that flying forearm. Now what does he have in mind for the future franchise?
Oh.
Those chops.
And Osprey holding on to Titus, keeping him from going back down.
Those chops have been finding big-time purchase on the chest of Alexander all match. Osprey knows it. Going back to what's worked for him. Titus fighting out whatever Osprey had in mind not to be. Titus unloading with those elbows to the neck and shoulder area. Oh, but Osprey maybe suckered him in. Spinning backbreaker. Into the cover. Not to be. 2 count only. Too much left. Too much fight left in Titus Alexander. But all Osprey right now. What does Osprey have in mind?
This is trouble for Titus. Whoa! Wait.
Backslide! Titus had him almost. One arm came unhooked. That is what saved Will Osprey. Oh my goodness! The counters coming fast and fierce. And there's that signature Titus dropkick. When he needed it the most, it was there for him. And listen, won't you lend your lungs to me, West Coast flock?
Titus Alexander with a dropkick, kicking the Os cutter out of midair. Now both men are down.
And you hear the West Coast serenade, appreciating what they are seeing here at Ill Mannered. Official now applying his count. Both men are down. Yeah, if Will Osprey hit the Os cutter, could have been lights out for Titus Alexander. But again, that drop kick, maybe the best drop kick in all pro wrestling, when he absolutely has needed it the most. Right there, saving the matchup. Now it's devolved into the pro wrestling trench warfare. After all the damage, all the big-time counters that these two have dished out. Osprey firing himself up. Titus looking on shaky ground.
Whoa. And again, I don't know what exactly Will Osprey expected when he showed up here tonight. But I know that he thinks very highly of himself, the rest of United Empire, looking down upon the rest of professional wrestling, quite honestly, and I don't think Titus Alexander was exactly on his radar. He definitely is now.
Well, he told me he heard some people say that Titus, it could be a big deal. He said, well, Will Osprey is the big deal. So yes, like you said, thinks very highly of himself. They're just trading shots dead center in the black and blue. Something these two certainly will be after tonight. But look at Titus Alexander not giving an inch. It is Will Osprey tilting at windmills now. Able to rally back. Oh, and just flatten absolutely flattened Titus Alexander. If Osprey is able to get into the cover, that might have been 3 there. Titus just staring up at the chandeliers here in the stateroom. Osprey. Legs barely carrying him towards Titus Alexander. Oh, could be looking for the Stormbreaker.
Oh.
Titus knows it.
Yeah. Titus fighting it.
For dear life, the biggest opportunity yet in his career. Osprey softening him up. Titus finding yet another counter. But back and forth they go. Big time kick to the head. Oh, and down goes Osprey. Into the cover, deep leg hook. Nearly 3 for Titus Alexander. Nearly sending Will Osprey home with a big-time loss, but what a victory it would have been. Not yet. Titus. Wheels are in motion. What does he have in mind to follow up now? Maybe it was looking sweet time again.
Oh.
Super kick, nothing sweet about that. Titus, adrenaline can do wonders. Cutter!
Oh,
Titus caught him, not to be again. Yet another counter roll through German.
Chaos Theory!
3 count coming. No. And Alexander's face tells the story. He cannot believe that Osprey kicked out. But he's getting his mind right real quick, looking to follow up. But it is Osprey this time counters, plants, powerbomb into the cover. Alexander. This time able to get the shoulder up at the 11th hour. Alexander trying to hold on. And this time the Oz Cutter. Oz Cutter finds the mark. Will Osprey. No! A face of shock falling over Will Osprey that Titus Alexander was able to kick out of that cutter.
Will Osprey has closed the deal literally all around the world with the Oz Cutter.
Not tonight, at least not for the moment. Titus Alexander still in it.
Yeah, maybe about to unsheath the hidden blade. Here is Will Osprey. Alexander could be in big trouble.
Looks like a hidden blade incoming. No. Titus Alexander with eyes in the back of his head. Into the cover. Into the cover. No. 2 count only. Alexander able to evade the hidden blade and just turned Osprey inside out. And look at the Future Franchise. Signals that this is it. Sweet time driver. No. And there's the hidden blade. There's the hidden blade. Blindside shot. Storm Breaker connects. Kill the lights. That's got to be it for Titus Alexander. It is. But mercy, what an effort.
Your winner of this match, Will Osprey.